You know, I was taking a scroll through my inventory the other day. No, just kidding. I saw a few comments regarding the Mercury LMG, and I'm not looking at the camera because I lose this weapon in my inventory all the time, and I did not want to delay this video any further because I want to talk about the Mercury LMG. So, I got a few comments mentioning that it can have a triple crit damage perk setup. I think if you guys have seen the channel before, we all know where this is going, but I'm going to give the loadout and everything anyway. It's going to be pretty standard, not going to take too long, but the Mercury LMG can have triple crit damage, but it can also have quad mag size. I wanted to do a quad mag size build with my favorite crackshot loadout. Chat voted against it. If you guys ever want to hang out in these videos, perhaps be a part of it, comment or description down below. I link to Twitch every single time, and it'll be at the end of the video if you watch all the way through to the end. So, I wanted to do quad mag size. I have done that in the past where it became... You combine that with assault ammo recovery and it shoots forever. It's a very, very weird build, but yeah, we got a 680% crit damage going here, and I set up the regular build. A sledgehammer in the lead, of course. Totally rocking out, of course. And then we've got 3 totally rocking out perks. I'm not sure if having all 3 of these is optimal, but I need totally rocking out to be active as much as possible because with a 10% crit chance and a fairly low damage Mercury LMG on its own, we need as much damage as we're gonna get, and activating totally rocking out I think is fair. Also, when you're critting this hard, your base damage isn't that much. That's why I've opted for Rescue Trooper. She's only 3% less than Extraterrestrial Rio, but with the 3% less, I don't have to worry about my shields all the time because she needs my shields to be 50% full. The way I play, I don't think that's going to be necessarily happening. And then we're reloading with Chaos Agent just because the Mercury LMG reloads really, really slow, and it was either a damage perk or a reload perk, and I figure, just have some fun with Chaos Agent and see how it goes. So that's pretty much it for the loadout on the weapon. Let's hop in game, and honestly, I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. All right, let's talk about the Mercury LMG real quick. You need to die. This is, okay, I got new keybinds and I gotta get used to this. All right, you need to, oh my lord. Let's talk about the Mercury LMG real quick. This thing has an interesting 6 perk. This used to be very, very broken. The history of this weapon is a Mercury LMG used to be one of the best in the game because every 5 hits you do a monstrous amount of damage. But that is no longer the case. They fixed it so that it's truly, truly 70%, and that makes it so that you still want to focus on the big targets here, like so, but I don't think too many enemies are going to be exactly surviving that long. But honestly, so far, that's an impressive amount of damage. I'm digging this. I mean, triple crit damage makes anything super strong, right? But it's still, wow, I rebound my keys after the movement update, and that was more comfortable to use 5 than I ever had with my grenades before. Pretty cool. All right, let's focus the healers. That 5 hits in a row could go a long way, but okay, this is actually doing a good amount. Oh my god, I'm running out of mouse pad space. That only ever happens in weird circumstances. I'm trying to get my ability active here, totally rock it out, but it is not happening. Let's throw a grenade, get the reload off, eat the wafer. Okay, that is some really good damage. I lost my thread earlier on this weapon, but yeah, the 5 hits in a row used to be a lot better than it is now, but it should still be a little bit useful. And as I was saying, I know totally rocking out makes everything strong, but honestly, some weapons just can't be saved, and I thought the Mercury LMG would be one of them, but so far I'm kind of impressed. I wonder what the DPS is with this thing. Let me eat real quick, get the wafer activated with a, okay, really, 10%. Is it not activating totally rocking out? Okay, let me eat the wafer, go down here, check the stats. 10%? Doesn't that ramp up with totally rocking out? I thought that displayed the crit chance. Was it not? Am I nuts right now? Okay, so with a 63% crit chance with totally rocking out active, I'm kind of wondering if Editing Beast can get the DPS on this with our team and everything stacked together, because I feel like it's pretty good. Recording Beast isn't gonna know this number, but okay, I couldn't wait for Editing Beast. I ran the numbers on the calculator. With totally rocking out active, we are looking at a 952,000 DPS weapon, which is pretty good. I did that exact same math with a different weapon, I think the Hacksaw, and it was more of a 1.4 million situation, I believe. So this is definitely lower than some other weapons can achieve. Remember, this is with a full party. This is with Aura, Mateo, and Archer boosting my stats by a ton. It's still a lot, though, and it's kind of an interesting conversation where it might not be as much as some of the other harder hitters, but it's still so much. Unfortunately, if you get backed into a corner by a bunch of baby zombies and you have a shielder preventing you from doing any amount of damage, it doesn't really matter what weapon you're using. Unless you're using the Xenon bow, of course. But I'm going to run back to this encampment and try that again. All right, we're back to the encampment. Let's just tease them, get a little bit of damage in, back off so we don't get backed into a corner. The healing hose are our primary target. If we can kill them before the shielder takes over, we're going to be great. No shielders! Oh, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. If I can shoot at the shielded one, perhaps... Okay, yeah, no, this is not going to happen. By the time I had the instinct to run away... Oh, I was dead already. This is kind of the drawback of this weapon. I feel like I say this in almost every video where I record the weapon that's suboptimal, but... It's true, because this weapon's crowd clearing is dependent on it doing 5 hits in a row. The only weapon in the game that has like a 5 hits in general is the Masamune, where every 5 hits, regardless of the same target or not, it'll trigger an explosion. And I feel like that would be very useful for these weapons, because as shown, a lot of the times shooting at the same target, especially with Totally Rockin' Out active here, they're not even going to survive 5 hits, let alone that 70% doing enough damage to actually help you in the fight. So it's this kind of annoying little game where I'm trying to hit the same big targets, but even when I do, look at that. He barely survives, and then that did like a meaningless amount of damage. I can focus on the fatty, but those babies are still alive. I know there's a nurse in the picture here, but it's not enough. I need to free my mouse because I'm going to hit that every single time. Yeah, I can shoot at the fatty, but it's not a ton of extra damage, and oh, I'm still working on new keybinds here, but it's yeah, I want to eat a wafer for these last two, but I'm pretty sure I can just, yeah, shockwave, grab that. I could eat a little coconut, little football action. Coconuts and footballs are the exact same thing in my mind, even though they are nothing alike. So yeah, the weapon does impress with single target damage. I'm definitely going to have to single out some smashers later. Let's take out this encampment, see how it does, and then, good or not, we can kind of probably start the mission after this. Let's see, we got plenty of ammo. Somebody in chat actually had mentioned that oh my lord, there's so many targets on me. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that's just not going to cut it. I'm just going to ignore this encampment, run over to the fence, and maybe it'll do better in a more controlled situation. All right, and the defense begins. Archer did more of a stall build. This is not generally how we play, but we wanted to show this off. And another thing I hadn't actually realized to mention earlier is that this is an energy-only weapon, which is, of course, a major drawback, considering when I'm doing damage against the elementals, I'm going to be doing 75% of my damage output. So you could take that, call it 1,000,000 DPS just for easy math, and basically make it 700k, because that's realistically what we're going to be doing here. Reloading quickly is always a nice thing, but yeah, it's not the most important thing. Was that a smasher? All right, let's see how we do against a smasher. This is always the best test. Let's eat a coconut, and everything's a coconut. And yeah, no, we have definitely seen smashers die faster in this series. All these Fun 160s videos, it's always going to do a smasher test. I'm not going to lie. It's weird. It's simultaneously better and worse than I expected, if that was even possible. Because on the one hand, I expected it to be pretty bad regardless. You know, triple crit damage can't save every weapon in the game, and the Mercury LMG is no exception. Right now is a prime example of why I ran Ramirez, by the way, over Rio, because I have no shields. But it was doing a little more than expected, but as you can see, against like a proper elemental smasher target, it is not nearly hitting hard enough to be its own one-man killing machine. This is with Totally Rockin' Out active, by the way. It's not that much. Let me get the wafer just to re-up. Yeah, that is not enough to carry the mission, and I could probably hop back into voice to... You know what? I think I'm just going to hang out with the guys. I'm unmuted if you guys are not aware, and I'm still recording. So we're on YouTube now, because this weapon, I think I've seen what I need to see.
Hello, YouTube.
Yep. I'm here to say you should probably put down more traps, because this weapon is not going to be able to do it all. Unless you think we're good, in which case, then whatever. But yeah.
On the south, we're not, but, you know.
South? That's where I'm defending. You see my point? This is... This weapon! It did like 950k DPS, which is... it sounds good. It sounds better than it is, but it's kind of disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to play out the rest of the mission, but I'm not...
Kind of poopy.
Yeah, it's the Mercury LMG. You know, it's like it's got good single target damage, high bullet damage, low fire rate, which makes crowd clearing very, very difficult, and switching between targets is not that easy. You know, with a high fire rate like the Hacksaw, oh man, I mean that weapon had maybe a 50% more damage more than this, but it was still shooting really fast, and it was at least applying affliction damage, so you could cleave through a horde of enemies pretty comfortably. This weapon has the 5 hits in a row, and that is not great. And I almost require Totally Rockin' Out, which is an awkward combination of not being able to kill enough enemies to have Totally Rockin' Out active all the time, but not having enough wafers to do that the entire time. So I'm probably gonna see these new spawns and sprinkle in some Seal Electric Fields. That way the babies will fuel my Totally Rockin' Out, and I can maybe bully some smashers.
Keep in mind, the people in the YouTube video, this is being recorded right before an update.
That's
the day
true.
Before.
It is currently July 17th. I'm gonna out myself right now, because with my current upload schedule, this video will not be seen until August. So, happy August, everybody, you know? Some videos get prioritized a little sooner, but Mercury LMG is just pure fun, honestly. This is not a guide video. This isn't even scientific testing. We're just chilling, and I don't think there's any reason to fast track this video. It's just kind of like the, Oh, gosh. You know, if we fail the mission, I feel like that would just be perfect for what this weapon kind of is like.
I'm stuck in a hole.
Not the worst place to be.
I'm not even kidding. I
Oh
can't
my
get
God.
out.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, where this weapon... Here's what I'm thinking. Instead of 5 hits in a row, it should just be 5 hits. Like, if you hit 5 targets no matter what, it should do that extra damage. But that does not seem to be what's happening here. I'm not sure if I should put a trap down or what. I could, like, put a sound wall. That might help here. And then put a wall dart over here so that it's at least kind of triggering. These enemies on this east side are not having a good time. They might get through the defense. I'm going to reload slowly, and I can't really help on the mini-boss. I can just activate my minigun, I guess? Is this going to be doing a meaningful amount? I don't think so. Okay, I'm putting the minigun away. The mini-boss is smoke screen, stopping range weapons from being useful, and building blocker, so we can't replace it. I'm not confident in this mission. I'm gonna have to put this weapon away if I'm gonna have a chance. Here, can I just switch to the Scourge and have any chance of saving this mission? I gotta switch to a better weapon or we're gonna lose. This is another time where I'm gonna say this, not in editing, but like right now. People who are watching, these videos typically are trapped specifically for me to showcase a weapon. In this instance, the Mercury LMG was not sufficient enough to counterbalance Archer's lack of trapping. So this failure, if we do fail, it's not really a failure in my eyes. It's us lightly trapping and then regretting it. This is what happened in the Nocturno video. Without the Nocturno triple crit damage, it'd be so powerful we wouldn't even need a trap, but then we ended up failing the mission, and that was kind of an oopsie. I mean, it was a phenomenal weapon. Triple crit damage Nocturno is amazing, but not exactly... I don't know if it's like not strong enough to defend at all, or if I was just focused on one area too much, but either way, this mini boss is giving us a lot of trouble. If anybody wants to actually bull rush it away, that could be good.
I don't have bull
Where
rush.
is it?
Oh crap.
Coming. Where is it?
Just move it away from the defense. It's building blocker and smoke screen, so we can't kill anything inside of it, and we can't replace our walls. It's a pretty horrible combo, actually.
Ah,
That worked.
crap.
It's gonna despawn in a second, most likely, so.
Yeah, this is the first time where I've actually wanted a mini boss to despawn.
Oh, there it goes. We're good. Now we just have to hold off for 30 seconds.
I can't hold off for 30 seconds.
Mace.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad that I run Scourge.
Yeah, YouTube viewers, this is being recorded the day before the 21.30 update, so any gameplay changes, you know.
Yep. I have a bunch of videos scheduled right now that were recorded and uploaded before the movement update. I'm gonna get so many comments. Why aren't you tactical sprinting? Why aren't you mantling? Why aren't you... Yeah. I think we're gonna be good, though. 1 second on the clock. We actually succeeded. Kinda had to stop showcasing the Mercury LMG for a second there, but I think we all saw what we needed to see, and I think that performance right there just de-incentivized my quad mag size ambitions. I just apparently clicked off the game. How am I not capturing Fortnite now? Did I just accidentally close something? Here's what I think happened. I think because of the end screen or me trying to emote or whatever, it clicked me off, and I just so happened to close the thing that I use to actually capture my main computer because I'm recording on a separate computer. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Mercury LMG is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one, and take it easy. And then